Today we will discuss chapter number 7, Life Around Us. Let's start. Diversity around us. When we look around, we find variety of things like human being, trees, cars, stone, birds, insects, clothes, paper and pencil. Every day we wear clothes, shoes, eat food, write with a pen or pencil, travel in a car, play with toys, enjoy with friends and sit under the tree, etc. We know that all these things are not alike but are completely different from each other. What are these ways? Can we group these things on the same basis? No. Grouping or categorizing make things easier to work with. In our daily life, we group things and keep them in their places for our convenience. So, classification, the process of categorization and sorting of objects. On the basis of their similarity and differences, they divided into two many types. Here I am mentioning some diversity in shapes. You know that each day we come and we see different sizes around us, like plants and animals. They are having very different size. Some are very small, some are very big. Like rat are very small, while cow and elephant comparatively they are bigger. Some plants are shrubs, some herbs, some trees. So they having the different size. We are wearing the shoes and clothes, each and everyone having the different size. Diversity in color. We can also classify things easily according to their colors. All fruits and vegetables having different colors. Students of different schools are recognizing by the colors of uniforms. Whenever we think of plants, only green color come to our mind, but we are talking about the flower, they are having the different colors. Diversity in shapes. All are having the different shapes. Some are round, some are square, some are rectangle, some are elongated, some are oval. We don't have the same shape. We are surrounded by variety of things. Some are living things or some are non-living. On the basis of they are divided by in two. You can see the pictures: living thing, plant, animals, bacteria, fungi, non-living things, water, soil, air, minerals. So let us discuss one by one. Characteristics of living thing. Living thing responds to stimuli. Means whenever you prick your hands with a small pin, you feel pain and move away your hand quickly. Here, pricking with the pin is the stimulus and the withdraw your hand is the response. So any change in the surrounding of an organism is the stimulus, and the ability to respond with to that change is called response. Living things reproduce. You know, all living things give birth to young ones. Same like cow give birth to calves, hen hatch eggs, plant usually reproduce their seeds or from the other part of the leaves. Living things have definite lifespan. All living organisms born, grow and get old, and finally that living things grow. All living things grow on their own size and they increase their body. Living things excrete, we take food and the unused part we take out from our body. Living things respire, all living things breathe. They inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. Animal also through lungs, some having the holes in their body, some are having the gills. Living things need food. We know we can't live without food, so we get energy when we take food. Plants also make food with the help of photosynthesis. Animal also depend on plants or animals. We also depend on plants and animals for food. Living things move from one place to another in search of food and shelter. Animal also move in one place to another, but plant are fixed to the ground. They do not move from one place to another. Only their body parts can, certain body parts can only move because they prepare their own food. All living things are made up of cells. So these are the characteristics of living thing. Of living things. As you know, what is the meaning of habitat? Where a natural surrounding where an animal or any living thing lives, survive. They divided into two types: biotic components and abiotic. Biotic, all the living things, plants, animals, all including biotic. Abiotic, where all the living things depend for their survival, like light, water, soil, air. We can see in next slide. I told you in previous slide that an environment that provide the things an organism need to live, grow and reproduce. Like you can see in picture different types of habitat. Each habitat have their different adaptations, like polar region where area surrounded by ice, so they are having the different type of habitat. The plants and animal, they are having the different type of adaptation to survive in their habitats. Forest, the animals are having, or plant, they are having the different types of adaptation. So desert, camel and their cactus, they have different type of adaptation to survive in their particular habitat. The living thing, you know that living thing is surrounded by many non-living things, and these non-living things help the living thing. If we want to sit, we want non-living thing as an object, like we want sofa, table or chair, so we both depend on each other. So they are divided into two components: biotic component, abiotic component, as I told you in previous slide. Now come one by one. Component. Bio means life, organism that make the living portion of an ecosystem. This is biotic. Means that all living organism, microbes, plants, animal, human being, constitute the biotic components, and the biotic factors with which an organism interact depend on whether it is producer, consumer or decomposer. They interact between them in a positive way or in a negative way. Like producer, consumer depend on producer, decomposer also depend on consumer, or so they all biotic factor depend on each other, they interact them. Non-living thing factor that living thing needs to survive. Non-living things such as air, water, soil, climate factors like light, temperature, they combine and they make the abiotic components, and we all need, we are the living things, we all depend on these abiotic components. Let us discuss in brief. Like air is a mixture of gases, and we need air because in air oxygen is present, so we need oxygen for breathing. Water, we also need water. Plants also need water, so we depend on air and water. Soil is an important abiotic factor because all living organisms depend on it directly or indirectly. We need food we get from plants, and plant depend on soil. Most of the animals, they live inside the soil, so soil is very important. Light, on earth life exit directly or indirectly due to the light of the sun. Plant require sunlight to carry out the process of photosynthesis. Without sunlight they can't prepare their food, so light is also important for us. Temperature is also important factor that living organisms depend on it for their growth. Most organisms cannot adapt themselves because they're having the extreme temperature. Some are having the very low temperature. According to the temperature they adapted. These factors affect the living things. So in previous slide what is abiotic or biotic components. So you can see this diagram, they both are related to each other between living thing and non-living thing. You know that living things can move but non-living things can't move. Living things grow, non-living things do not grow. Living things need air, they do not breathe. So these are the differences which you can easily recognize that who are the living things and who are the non-living things. I hope you understand this simple chapter. If you don't understand, we will discuss again when we will meet. So goodbye.